Hello and welcome back. Right, we're going to jump straight into this, literally. So we're literally going to, I'm going to time lapse it though. I'm going to set courseplay going, so I want to do this as a, yeah, it's going to take all three fields we're going to sort, so, yeah. I'm also going to sort that out, that auto start thing, because that's not... Courseplay needs you to be on the field to work it out. And then let's grab courseplay and get this cracking. I am going to show this. I'm not going to, what I would normally do, but this is the first harvest. I'm going to show the harvest, which means I'm going to set a worker and I'm just going to be concentrating on camera angles. So, yeah. Great job. Courseplay field work. Yes, lovely. That all looks good. Let's zoom in a little though. Yeah, smashing. That looks grand. A generator, 90.7 foot headlands. Light 3. Let's make sure the margin's not on. Switch that off. We just want it to be as is. Generate fields. Looks good to me. Okay then. Right. I shall see you guys and gals on the other side. Yeah. Slight little problem. We haven't got anything on the field to collect. Let's make sure, of course, it will not be one unloads. Stop while unloading. We don't care about that. Straw swath activated. Smashing. That's good. We're going to grab one of the other tractors. Let's grab the case, I think. Right, let's grab the welger. Right, now I really am going to go to time-lapse mode. So I'm going to drag this over there. I'm going to pop up to the shop though, I think, and actually grab the Reich. See if we can afford. If it's only 2 or 3 grand or 4 grand, I don't mind leaving us with just 10,000 because we are approaching the time where a harvest is going to bring in money. So, yeah, let's send. Let's quickly grab. Actually, I might do some of this. Just get the. Yeah, get that wood at least done whilst the harvest is doing. I suppose it's it's one of those things, isn't it? Right, let's trim this here. Oh, I was on the right one. Send him up to the top. He can go and get the Reich. See if we can convert it up at the shop. We'll crack on. Taking the welger. Well, we've sent him. I thought I'd send him first because I know he's going to take him the longest because this is such a big map. Right, so go. Then back to Magnum. Let's take that off. Oh, okay. Blocked already. Who's bumping into who? It's just... No, near a tree or something, I think. Excellent. Oh, or that, they went into the, yeah, header trailer as possible as well. Right, let's do that. Yeah, I've got that mod on which I think it's changed. It had an update, the mod for the automatic engine stuff, because I hate it where it switches straight off. If I know I'm going to go into a vehicle in 2 minutes, I like the engine to keep on running. Especially being a content creator, you can't keep faffing around waiting for stuff. It really does speed things up if you've got that. Okay, why is that not showing me? Wow. Got a long way out. Wow. Some of these angles seem... Right, okay. Okay, this one, they go under the ground and you can't see where they are. It's going to be quite a bit of wood. It's there. It's never what you think it is. Come on. Where are you? Where are you coming from? There. You're there. It's a big tree, this one is. It's like that other one we did yesterday. Just nearly needed an empty. Smashing, that's not bad. Most of the... there we are, there's one that's gone under the ground. Needs... Brilliant, I think it's that one. Let's get that one there. That could be also under the ground. Right. Brilliant. We'll chop this down. We definitely will take this though. We've got enough wood now to seriously gain us a bit of income, especially these bigger pieces. We've got some very brave deer. Very brave deer. I think that's everything. I think that's smashing. How are we doing? Perfect timing. Excellent job. Now let's see how our worker is doing. Oh, we'll take over, I think. Oh, interesting choice. Going along the side of the road rather than the road itself. Another one with pathfinding abilities that's a little bit strange. Brilliant. I don't think it's going to take him long to do that field. Oh, this is a nice feeling. This is to be at harvesting time. Stick this on the front, fold it up, repair it, of course. Fold. Yeah, I know. We'll be alright in a minute once we've got the back. Maybe not. Maybe still not quite right. Repair. Oh my life, that looks ridiculous. Right. Now let's see if we can go for maximum the 23,000. How much is that? Oh, leaves us with 8 grand. We will do it. We need it really. still not going to work. Okay, so we're going to stick the stick that on the back. I'm going to drop that on the trailer. Oh, drop that on the trailer while that is up here, and we'll take just the trailer. I'll make that clearer with my words. I'm going to put the trailer on the back of this, and I'm going to put the cedar on the back of our actual trailer that we have left up here. Oh wow, I can't even cope with that like that. Seems a little bit... okay, that's actually worse than it was before. Well, I think we're going to have to let the bring the Magnum up here, or a weight, of course. That would be the way to go. Right, let's run the rice back, because that we need anyway straight away. We don't need the cedar. That is definitely a worry for another day. But we will definitely bring a weight, the bigger one. Wow, it's amazing sometimes how you think you're close enough and you're actually a mile out. Right, let's run this back home. I do like the colour. I normally have this standard green colour of the rice. Quite nice that it gave me a black one instead. Yeah, we should put the... I would imagine that should get away. The truck should get away. If it doesn't, then it's going to be stupid. Right, let's go. Set destination on our little road. And let's just go to the Magnum and see how full we're doing in the Welga. Okay, we're that full. Let's quickly go and empty this in the silo. Whoa. Now come on, that shouldn't be struggling. Why did that do a spin? Left. Yeah, should be good. And actually, let's do that. Whoa, why on earth is that spinning? I've got a weight on the front. That's ridiculous. Right, that's definitely better. Yeah, I was thinking this is not bad. If we add this to the back of we've got 31 tons. Obviously the little Welga is little. That's why I thought when the rice was 6 we paid as much for the expansion as we did for the actual trailer, but I did know that would be the case. But I knew that 8 tons would be forever running backwards and forwards off the fields other than an 8 tonner. It's, yeah, it is all well done you. Right, wow. It's nearly there. Yeah, it's nearly back, that's fantastic. Let's go and actually assist rather than sitting looking pretty. Let's go and actually be useful. Gonna need a mulcher, aren't we, as well? Whoa. Yeah, I forgot. We told him to stop while he's unloading, haven't I? I do love the fill level indicator of the we should actually see our guy come in. Past us in a minute. With the new trailer. Yay. A bit bigger on the next field, which is ideal because we can always fill one, and then just quickly go and offload one set with this whilst the other one gets offloaded. Right, there's a bit of tidy up on this, not a lot, but these corner pieces waste not one nut. Yeah, 30 litres wasted, although that's not a grand amount if I'm honest, but I don't think any farmer would ever want to waste what they've spent all year. If that's 120 litres from all four corners, it's too much to waste. Yeah, it's really strange sorghum, it's the look of it. It's sort of like, looks fuzzy. Yeah, that is the point. We're not even going to be able to afford the mulcher until after we have sold the thing. I always love this because it makes you realise, you know, I thought we'd got everything we needed. We didn't quite have everything. There's still a few blind spots that we needed, which hopefully by the time we've sold our first harvest of 3 fields, we shall have enough money to buy the few little bits and bobs that we seriously need. Yeah, well, not a bad guess, Mr. Smith. 112 litres wasted would have been the final amount, but still not a bad guess. Right, let's put this in the welger. And then we should move over to the next field, and we shall move these 2 trailers over. We'll empty the welger out though. Wow. So that was 12 tonnes off that one field. It's not a bad little way through, is it, that? Perhaps cut one tree down just to give it so we can see where we're going a little better. But apart from that, yeah, perfect. Right. Let's just cut into the field and then we'll set causeway going. Right, we need to save that course as well, which is field 4, isn't it? Save course. Oh, it's because we're not on it. I do hate that, it won't let you do it because you're not actually on the field. Yeah, look. Why will you not let me save it? Okay, we'll do that next time then. It worked fine, so right. Create job. Field here. Targets here. Generator, I don't want any margin, no, that's remembered. 3 headlands is still fine. Go. Start. And we'll save this straight away. That should be fine. Oh, you know, I hate that when you don't pay any attention to the numbers. It's 3. Save. Oh, you stupid thing. I don't understand why. You just flip off the screens. It's on that course. It's clearly showing. You click on save the course. It won't do anything. Ridiculous. Right, anyway. Yeah, empty this quickly. Yeah, over 12.5 tonnes. I'm quite pleased with that. so much for the time lapse. My plan was just showing the harvester this session, but hey ho. Sometimes, whoa, I really don't like that. Shocking. Perhaps the Magnum's a bit too tall or something, but it's awful. Right side. Whoa, yeah, just slight turn and it just goes wild. Wow, 30% full already. Decent, you can see where you're going now. Right, smash it. Brilliant. Let's bring the rice across as well. Yeah, the one thing that's weird about the rice, it doesn't have a cover. There is no option, it just is what it is. Like covers, but it's not the end of the world. Let's face it, yeah, this is much more secure. There's no faffing around. What we'll do though is we'll stick one on each side of the field so that Courseplay can empty. They do get, on a bigger field, they do get a bit funny about emptying. You can see something that's too far away, or that used to be the case. I'm not sure anymore with new Courseplay. Some of its rules are now changed from what they used to be. But yeah, we'll stick it on two separate corners of the field. I'm rather intrigued to see what we get from this. Right, smash in. Yeah. Let's just go and finish that woodwork off. I suppose I could send the, yeah, I don't need both the tractors. Let's send the, actually no, we can still send the, let's enter it. I'm not sure if no I didn't, did I? I was going to say I'll be dragging that. Let's send the New Holland up to the store. Again, now we need a weight. Being stupid, and they did exactly the same thing as I did last time. Right, let's go grab a weight this time on the front. The smaller one, the one the case has got, I think. Oh my life, wow. Whoa, nearly went over crop. Just remember the corners have always got some, apart from the start corner. Right, let me borrow your weights case. To carry out the back if it's a problem going up there. No, it's fine. Fantastic. Right, let's send him up to the shop then. Hope he can make his way. I'm not going to ask if he goes across the fields because I have a sneaky feeling he probably is. Right, let's not look. Let's grab the case. Let's move across somewhat. Yes, I thought you might do that. A sneaky feeling. Let's look the other way. Let's get these bits of wood. Right, should be emptying in a minute. I think we've got most of the. There's a bit there. Brilliant. I think that's it on that one. Do you know, yeah, let's go and concentrate on the harvest. I am literally going to do what I said I was going to do now. We're just going to go into... Oh no, it doesn't make any sense, does it? Because, yeah, we've got to grab the... Yeah, we're going to swap a little bit until we've got the stuff from the shop. It seems silly to me to... we should concentrate on showing the harvest. This was my main thing. The trees we can do another time. I don't want it to keep... I'd like to concentrate on the main job. Wood. Oh, now that I didn't mean to do at all. I did have a mod to disable tabbing. Don't know. It's amazing. Some of the mods on the mod up came and then went as quickly as they came, and if you didn't grab them, you don't have them anymore. I don't understand it. Looks like the well was not far off full. The tractor's bumping into someone. Should we go and see where he is? We can leave him harvesting. Where is he? Oh my life, what way have you chosen? Oh my life. Okay, let's crack on. I did stop you manually. I've got to find this route myself and should choose this long way. Unbelievable. Yes, the aim is to get all 3 fields harvested today and see what our total crop is. I'm just intrigued to see what tonnage we get from sorghum. Obviously it's a new crop and I wanted to know, is it better than oats? It's not as good a price, but that doesn't mean to say that obviously the tonnage you get from it isn't better. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do next year is I should probably put oats in. The other thing is, obviously, oats also has straw. We don't have a baler yet, so that's not a problem. But hopefully, over the winter, if a baler comes aboard, we just go for the small baler. The trouble is, I prefer a baler wrapper, if anything. So, yeah, I should be scouring the sales to see if there are any on offer over the winter. I think next year, this coming year. But again, I did what I did last time. See this time if we can actually, if we're heavy enough for this, we should be. Oh dear. Now I didn't expect with a ton at the front for that to still be a problem. Really didn't. Wow. Okay. Magnum. Wow, but mind you, it does let us do it like when it's flat like that, so let's try and be clever. Or it did. All my life. Now it doesn't. Smash it. Right, Magnum it is then. I'm not going to keep wasting fuel. This can go on the back of the actual trailer for the truck. I think it will probably manage that at least. It's a silly rat Magnum. Let's grab the Magnum then. Now that was that this... Did I unattach it from the trailer? I think I did. Yes, I did. I remember. Right, Magnum. Not sure you're going to be able to escape from where you are. We shall see. We shall see. Time will tell. Yeah. We shall see if they can get out of that or not. Yeah, I'm a bit upset about this. I really am. Didn't work at all how I'd planned. Let's not run that gentleman over. Now then, young man, I'm quite sure that you can get past me. You'll work it out. You will. Maybe you're a zombie and you can't. We'll sort it, don't you worry. Shall. Okay, let's see if we can manage this one vehicle. Still not liking it. Not impressed. No. I would have thought in real life that could have coped with that, especially over that axle. Really not feeling it. Let's see what we could do though. Another zombie man. No, wrong one, Mr. Smith. It's that one. I believe you want to. Let's try and just set the weight back a little bit so he's as far back, because it looks to me like the weight's leaning way too far. Might just about get one of the... Let's try that. Ooh, every time you put the straps on. Now that feels better though. It's not doing its skipping bit. Oh, it is a little. Oh, it is. Yeah, all my life it is. Hell yeah. Let's just try something. Because that made it... Oh. Wow, so I need the straps on to actually send... Oh my life, that's... Who would believe it? Straps make that go lower. Yeah, no, that's shocking. That's not going to work at all. That's rubbish. No, that is so bad. Okay, okay. Pushing me around. Heaven's sake. I'm listening already. Right, unfold. Strap. Release. Let's do this the other way round. You know, sometimes you just can't beat a tractor. No, it's perfect. Not really the way that I had this planned. But you know, as the old saying goes, there is more than one way to skin a cat. And it is very true. Okay, now that's a lot more stable. And there's no... It's not perfect, but it is actually working. Okay, did the Magnum get off the... Oh, it's a Magnum. Oh. Yeah, we'll do this ourselves. We are getting a little low on money. And my Fantastic is emptying out again. It's 2 or 3 from that field. That's a goodly yield. I think he'll have filled the Welger and moved on to the bigger Reich now. See, we did need it. I knew we did. I knew it wasn't a waste, but we have cut it a little fine money-wise. Yes, it is amazing now. 74,000 I think we had at one point. Soon gets whittled away with little incidentals. Certainly close to the wire now. Oh, I do like those tyres on the Magnum. Right, now then. Let's see if the Magnum should easily manage this. especially with its weight as well. It all colour matches. See if we can actually get this to be. See, can you manage that? Ooh, only just. Oh my life, that is so... I think we really needed the bigger. Wow, good job that's the case. That is only just there. See how high it is on the front end. It's so close to being tipping. It's unbelievable. It is firmly on the ground, but why is that close? If we didn't have that weight, that definitely would not have managed that. Let's get this home. At least it's repaired. That's all of the sale items we bought over the winter, all repaired and fixed up nicely. I can't remember. I have tried this. I think when I leased once on a contract, I used this, and I'm sure that Who am I? We shall see. We shall see if we can use the transport box with this. I'm sure I've done it. We shall see. Don't want to be spending the 18 grand for a smaller box when I've got one that can cope with this completely and give us 3 tons of seed in the front. I think that was the New Holland getting back to the fields. Pickup truck was the word I was looking for. That Americans, I believe, often call those kind of trucks pickups. Just shortened to pick up, whereas I would call it a truck. We Brits usually call lorries, whereas trucks, I believe, are frequently the big ones that we would call lorries in Britain. Yeah, truck's a definite Americanism, and that's not being nasty to Americans at all. I'm really not. I'm just saying that we've all got different words for things. We Brits tend to call them lorries, or I can't do that word justice. I don't use it often enough. Yeah, there was an older word that was more technical for that kind of lorry. Pantech. Oh, I can't. Yeah, again. It's years since I've said it. Big lorry. Right. So there is a sell point right near us. The saloon. Smashing. Right, we can safely go across this field for once. It's not going to hurt. Right, I really would like to stick that front box on just to test this. I'm sure I'm right, but... Yes, I'm not impressed with the truck. I think we'll have to get something like the Bachmann for it. It's one reason why I don't find that particular pickup truck very much use at all, because it really is pretty much fairly useless. Ooh, yeah. Goes to show how close we are. Now then, let's scrap. We're going to need to drop that off though, aren't we? It's never going to... Let's drop that a minute. Grab that front box. We are probably going to need another Juskin, I would imagine, or at least maybe a couple. One for fertilising as well, I would say, or liming. Although, no, I don't suppose we do really. Not seeing how good. Yeah, it does register. I thought it did. I thought I'd actually tried this. Obviously, with the original, it does show the pipes. We've got a one you can't see joining the two together. Yeah, we've jerry-rigged it, but it works. As you can see, it picks that up. So spot on. Lovely jubbly. I like it when a plan comes together. It's just, yeah, we'll leave it folded like that. Actually, we'll put this over here though, because it just take up some room. Yeah, I think we're going to be buying a couple of these, the Juskins. They are amazing, absolutely fantastic when you consider the 18 grand that the real thing for that would have cost us, and that cost us 2,400. Right, anyway, enough waffling, let's get some of these trailers emptied. Oh, this doesn't like this, does it? Yeah, let's grab to the one. Get the, oh my life. Well, that is what I call good timing. So, how many tons did we get? You're going to get that in there easily. Not that much then, it's not a terribly high yield. No, it's not. 16 tons. Right, let's just get the cleanup done now. We should take over very briefly. Thank you. You did an absolutely amazing job. You really did. Very grateful for your work. Your money is in the in your bank already. We pay as you go at this place. Every hour on the hour, payment goes into your bank when you work for this farm. Right, let's get this sorted. Just a bit there. Yeah, it's not a very high yield, is it? It's not like wheat. I'm not sure if it's on par with oats. I'll have to have a look at the academy. I've not found it very useful, if I'm honest. I have taken a look once. I wasn't terribly impressed. It's a little bit like the help system in this game. That's much used as a chocolate fire guard. As I stick to this, it's a game that's got one of the steepest learning curves, but I suppose giants are spoiled by the fact that there's so many YouTubers who've done good help on YouTube that you don't really need giants, which is a good thing, because the in-game help is about as detailed as, yeah, sorry to diss giants, but let's be honest, they certainly haven't done that justice. But perhaps they haven't because they're YouTubers, but that's no excuse, not really. It is their game. Yeah, and the academy was pretty much, in my eyes, just about as, yeah, did have a look and I thought, actually no, it is better than the help system. I have got to give it its due, but it still was very, yeah, if you want any help, look on YouTube, definitely. The academy's got very, very little help, but it's definitely better than the in-game help. That will definitely, I'll give it that. Definitely give it that. Yeah, it's a valiant attempt in comparison to Giant's in-game efforts. I did think FS22 they might actually improve that, but not so as you'd notice. Yeah. I feel sorry for the poor person who buys Farming Simulator and tries to use the actual help system of the game. It's pretty... Let's just see quickly if that's going to allow me to save the course now. I don't think it will. No. Rubbish. Systems that don't work. I don't know. Finicky system. Don't get me wrong, Cosplay does work, but it's still finicky. It's not a beta anymore, but it still isn't. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Right, let's get this smashing. Let's get this course sorted. Oh, yeah. Let's buy the shop. Let's create job, and we want a new field. This field. Target position where you are. Go. Generator. 3 headlands. Yeah. No field margin. Generate. Let's do this. Let's do start job and then save it. Field 2. It's when you swap courses they don't seem to like it. Save course. No, it has actually gone wrong. Okay. Right, let's move the let's get this emptied. Grab the Welble with the New Holland, because this doesn't like it. It really does spin around, whereas the New Holland seems to be quite happy with it. So we want on our left. Brilliant. Once I actually remember the configuration. I won't say key because that's my gamepad. Right, let's get this emptied. Now, why are you not popping? You're on my left, and unless I've got my left and right wrong. Oh wow. Okay. Almost past it. Somehow seems a little wrong, but hey ho, it is what it is. Smash it. So we've got 31 tons now. It's amazing. Let's drop this on the side of the fields. It certainly has been a productive session. We shall see when we've finished. And this is, of course, the biggest field that we're doing now. I mean, this field's not much smaller, but it is definitely the biggest one that it's doing now. Right, let's stick this on this side. Yeah, think about the way that they do it. Right, okay. Let's grab the New Holland. So unstrap, unclip. Let that go. Okay. Smashing. Yeah, I'm not impressed with that truck. It's not very useful at all. I thought I'd be using it as the runaround to go up the top. Should have sold it and not bought the new one. It was a mistake. I've never been impressed with that. It's, yeah. Did use it on Hobos Hollow and it was okay with the Bachmann trailer, but anything above that, it's, yeah, pretty useless. Whereas the TLX 2020, that's a different matter. Of course, it still has its moments where things aren't, you know, you've got to be careful not to overload it enormously, but yeah. I think we could have safely used that as a runaround with that trailer, or I have done in the past. Although, of course, I have done so in FS22, so yeah, need to test this now. Right. Yeah, this is much better. Could be something about the height of the hitch, I suppose. The Magnum's probably taller. Small trailer, small tractor, perhaps. It is funny how... Oh, no, it's... Oh, my life. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe just... Yeah. No, that is really rubbish. I'm impressed. Left it is. Yeah, nothing at all to do with that. Now that's weird, isn't it? The other one wouldn't pop until almost past on the left. Very strange. It's got to be to do with the tonnage. It's absolutely fine when empty, but I mean, it's not like either of those tractors would struggle with 8 tons. This one definitely, and the Magnum definitely wouldn't struggle with 7 tons. Definitely not. Right, let's stick this on the other side. Probably fill this almost instantly because it's nearly full. Let's just try and gauge this around here. We'll leave this attached, just angled out. Is this the young lady with the flip-flops? I believe it is. She believes in Oh no, no, I do apologise. This is a young lady with trainers. This lady treats her feet as far more serious than the flip-flop lady. She likes to look cool with her sunglasses on as well. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Quick look, how much have we got in so far? Wow, 35 tons. I would guesstimate from this maybe another 2, yeah, maybe 24 tons off this, maybe, bearing in mind that's 8 tons from that round. I would say that's not going to be far off. I don't think it's going to be much more than that. So that's going to be, if I'm correct, 35, 45, 55, 60 tons. That is good. That's the same as what my one no man's land field, my canola field. Of course, canola could be a higher yield for all I know. Now, which one are you going for? The one that's been here a long time that you knew was there, or this one that's not been here very long that you can... Depends on when it does a scan. Ooh. Better, that is a better angle. Smashing. I do love self-unload, it's amazing. I do like to show Courseplay off at its best, although we know it's got little glitches, as I've sort of shown a couple of times today. It still is an absolutely fantastic tool, and I'm sure over the coming months and years it will improve. It isn't helped by having to plug into the worker system, which is terribly flawed in itself, so I suppose that's not helping. Right, let's get this emptied. Let's go down that road that we've now made. Leads pretty much straight to our silo anyway. Oh, I've not moved that wood out of the way, have I? I think what we're going to do is put the fronts of my life. Yeah, no, it's messy, Mr. Smith. You really do need to come back here and tidy this up. Yeah, that's not the best approach. Dragging bits of wood around with you is not the way to do things. Yeah, we'll grab the front, I think. My life really doesn't like it when it's full. Can we sense that we can? I thought we should be able to. We'll empty this out, grab that front thing, and we'll shift that tree out of the way, because it is a definite good route to take from those to the top of those two fields. I'm liking the fact that I've got routes almost going straight through to all 3 fields. Not quite finished that bottom one yet, but nearly. Right, let's grab that. Yeah, still got a bit of work to do on that one. Nope. No. Yeah, we'll definitely use the Reich, I think, and the Welger. Get all this wood chucked in it, I think. I know it's a little bit unconventional, but hey, let's grab that. We won't move that yet because that's not finished, but this lot over here we will do. Okay, let's use the cases. We'll do. It's a weight. Still nearly a ton. Don't know where I put the other weight. Just push these little bits in a bit. Let's cut that one. That's got little bits of... They'd go under the ground, don't they? You can't see them. Should be about there. Really, that's too heavy. Oh my life, it's nearly a ton. It certainly doesn't look it, but wow. That little bit of wood does not look a ton, but it is 923 kilograms. Now then, let's see if we can spin this around. No. Okay. This is going to struggle with some of these. Some of these are really big bits of wood. Which, of course, is definitely... Oh, that's a bit I missed. I can see it over here. Let's see if I can grab it. Oh, it's in the middle of this lot somewhere here. Brilliant. I think that's it. Right. Let's push this to both sides, I think. Yeah, I would say this is going to net us quite a bit of money. Not that I did it for that. I really am only... If I was thinking about money and wood, I would go into logging. I have done it in the past. I have decimated entire forests on Sudbury Meadows was the name of the map that often eludes me. It was the very first and my very favourite map. It's actually not a very popular map, funnily enough. Obviously it's not seasons ready now. Over the years it's got more and more lagged behind. It's a shame because I think it was one of those maps that was very much overlooked. It's a cracking character, fantastic. I still to this day say it's one of my absolute all-time favourite maps. Another firm favourite of mine on FS19 is the one I often forget, which is Greenwich Valley. I often forget the valley bit at the end, but yes, that is also an absolute... I think that was my very first map that I did content on. Yes, it was. Thinking about it, I loved that map. And that was, I'd say, it was actually Greenwich Valley where I did this exact same approach. I didn't do any contracts on that at all. It was all just the farm. And I started with one field and showed that. There's some good and some bad bits about doing this approach, I think. The good thing is you're just concentrating on the farm now. I think something, yeah, there's a bit of wood there that's sticking through. Yeah, I'm going to make a proper road when I've got enough money, but obviously, as you can see right this very minute, building a road. There it is. Actually, let's just grab that while we can see wherever it is. Somewhere here. Brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, when we can afford it, we shall build a proper road through here. Or shall we? We might expand the field. No, we're not really going to expand the fields. Not really. Not this one anyway, it would be a bit odd. I mean, we may in the future use it, put production in, clear out a bit more woods to actually put a production in, because there's quite a lot of room for improvement like that in the woods. It's quite a big square of land we own. I will of course be definitely expanding the behind our original field, because that has got an awful lot of potential, to be honest. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean while that's busy. It's nearly full again. Yeah, this here, we can literally go right the way from our field, right the way up to the back of the pump. Here, literally, there's an awful lot of room for improvement. I mean, look how far away that is. There's a lot of trees to move, I know, but that's, yeah, a hell of a... Almost, I would say, let's have a look on the map. I always find this the best. You can actually see, yeah, I would say we were going to double the size of that, almost, at least 1/3 extra anyway. So it'll make 4 into... No, not a 3. No, it's not going to be a 3. Definitely not. Right. Let's grab that welder back. We'll leave the support. Can actually stick that on the front. Ooh. Very well done, Mr. Smith. Excellent job you did there. Good job the mod maker has made that like a oh, what do they call them? Weeble wobbles, but it won't fall down. Yes. Very robust. Thank you very much. I shall have to look who this mod maker is, because they've done a cracking job. Oh, there's the weight. Right, Welga. Yeah, I'm a bit front heavy now. We shall use the newly cleared way. We shall road test it to see if that's okay now. That looks good to me. Definitely better than it was a few minutes ago. Oh, missed a bit of wood there. It felt like it anyway. Let's leave this one at this end. Trying to avoid the... yeah, we'll leave them attached as well, I think. Let's grab the Magnum and see how he's being attacked by the... smash it, so I might be right. Yeah, I would say just about, maybe one more fill. Looking at what's gone and what's left, it might just not be actually that far off, which would be quite good. It is strange though, if you think about this, if we'd have been the original field, we would have had 12 tons, a sixth of what we're going to have with these 3 fields. So I definitely think the approach I took of streamlining so we could buy extra fields was definitely well worth it. I wouldn't like to think how many years it would take for us to get to the point we are now with one little field. Yes, that would have been quite a challenge. It's still going to be challenging now, to be honest. Because obviously all we've got to sell is our grain. Although if I remember rightly, yes, this has got custom crops, so it is possible for us to actually, that's the point, let's plan on that. Let's have a quick planning session on what we can plant. Wheat, barley, canola, oats. I like it, yes. It's extended the harvest season. And then you can plant in September, October. We could do sorghum again, but I'd like to try, I want to compare oats versus sorghum. And at some point, even if I had to lease a baler to begin with, that's the point, how much value has straw got on this? I think I did look, but I'm not sure. Oh wow, but that's brilliant actually, and that's going down. Oh, up to 84. Yeah, it's about... No, actually, it's alright. Ignore me. I'm used to hard economy settings. Yeah, completely different. So that's really not bad at all. Yeah, that is good. How much is hay? Not an awful lot more. No fluctuations because it doesn't sell. Right, fantastic. I'm well chuffed with that. Really is good. Right, shall we do something while this is... Yeah, I think so. I seriously think that it's... In fact, yeah, let's use our brain. Let's not... He's very close to where we want to be. So, okay, how much... I know it's not going to be worth a lot. 5,360. I didn't pay much more than that. No, I did. I paid 10 grand. No, we'll keep him. I'm not. He's wasting money, to be honest. It's a shame though, because he's not going to be very useful, if I'm honest. Not. Yeah. You have got to cross-reference the usefulness with what you're going to get out of something, haven't you? Really. Right. Did I finish? Pretty much. Right, it's the ore. It's one of the awkward trees. Well. Let's try and work out a nice way to... Yeah, it does seem to be that you just actually... Oh, no, not all of them. Well, some of them don't like that. Some of them need cutting properly. Some of them you can just literally cut. These remind me of these silver birch that you used to have. They were a right pain in the backside as well. Yeah, they were my least favourite tree to chop. Always. Probably actually is the silver birch, isn't it? 'Cause it's very similar. Well, it doesn't look terribly silver, but... Brilliant, that's my kind of tree chopping. Yeah, you often find, don't you, that the ones that take the most chopping are also the least value. Right, that's that done. Drag that away in a bit, and ooh, this is a biggie. I do hate chopping you large ones down, but this is for a purpose. Right then, let's cut this at the right angle. Got to get quite exact with these. Right, this will take a while. Now, in real life, I wouldn't do this like this because it would absolutely kill me, but you know, yeah, we'll just move quickly out of the way. Some of these cuts aren't very nice because, as we know, actually it likes them to be straight. See, I think he's blocked by something. Yeah, the money's not going down. Right, we need to investigate. Let's go have a look. Priorities, Mr. Smith, priorities. You know how this works. Now I didn't leave that vehicle there. I really didn't. You absolutely plonker. What on earth did you do? He was nowhere near there. You dragged him into the middle of the field. Do you know? Gordon Bennett, how on earth have you... What have you done? It's literally pierced the wheel. Oh, stupid worker. Seriously. Now I'm going to have to damage my own crop because you've been an absolute wally. Thank you. That's not what I wanted to do. I'm way too close. I know what I need to do. Thank you, worker, for damaging my crop. Very much appreciated. Not to mention wrecking my... What on earth have you done? This may be one of those things where I'd have to reset, because it seems... I'm going to try not to. I hate resetting. Or I really do, but it's almost like it's pierced it. It's registering as one object. Let's try grabbing the harvester and seeing if we can sort of sneakily trick it into grabbing it. Very good. We've lost a quarter of that without faffing around. Ridiculous. It's well out of the way, right at the top of the field. Right, set a normal work going on this last little bit, but we may as well do the clean up now. In faffing around. Can't believe that. Still, this is akin to real life. Problems happen in Farm Simulator just as much as they do in real life, and it is realistic, to be honest. I think everybody knows that it is Murphy's Law, because it is true. Nothing in this life works perfectly, and Farm Simulator seems to mirror this quite well, which in a way I like. It would be nice to be fraught with less problems, but then sometimes overcoming the problems is my favourite part of Farming Simulator. That's why I don't like resetting. I don't like taking the easy way out. I truly love that the excitement of trying to overcome the problems. I'm quite pleased with our progress though. We've done quite a bit of removing of obstacles, some of the wood in the way. I do like the fact that we've had to do that. It's good now, if I remember rightly. I think, oh no, I haven't got some still over there. It's the corner pieces. Let's get that last little bit and then we'll set a work. Oh no, actually we'll empty this over here whilst there's a bit of mist here as well, I can see. A couple of corner pieces, and then it's all in the middle. Just empty out into the Reich whilst we're over this way. 6,000, 6 tons. I don't know how much we've got left in there, minus whatever got lost. Working sometimes. Yes, we should never know the true thing, because it's probably wasted a few 100 litres. Still amazing. It is, and true to life. Things do happen where losses occur. Simple as. Let's get the angle right. I very rarely get right, and the work goes off on a tangent. Right, smashing. Let's grab the Magnum. If I read this rightly, there's definitely only 8 tons left in there. Won't be 8 tons, but what I mean is it's worth us my life. Okay. It's worth us emptying this, is my point. because that will contain that. At least get this one off. Left hand tipped. This is the weird one, that's it. That's definitely, yeah, that makes you feel good when you see something that you've done to improve something like that. Ignore the fact that there are lots and lots of let's try this way. Should still get the tip point. I just want to see where it is coming from this way. Oh my life. Very tight with the Reich, and it is definitely the Reich itself, because it's fine on the Welger. Wow, it's almost past it that way. Right, let's stick the Reich. We'll do this where it should be, which it should be. Yeah, we'll stick to the right hand side, otherwise it's going to block grabbing the implements out. Right, I am going to muck around. I know I usually say I'll show you everything. I'm going to muck around with the settings for that though off camera, because I don't like, it's not interesting to see somebody mucking around with the auto start settings. I don't like the way that it's doing this. I like it to keep running, and if I know I'm using a tractor in 2 minutes, like if I was jumping into the Magnum, I literally stop it myself manually if I know I'm going to stop it, and I like to leave it running if I know I'm going to jump in it in 2 minutes. So yeah, it is this mod that I've done, but because it's updated, it seems to have reset the settings to the standard settings that I don't like, so I shall have a tweak of that off camera. Right, smash it. Very nearly there, I think. Yeah, 2 more, it's not quite. Excellent. Sorry, I'm concentrating intensely again. That's why I always go quiet. It's when I reach one of those tasks which requires, yeah, it's a lot of wobbling around when you do this, I find. Following down. In fact, you know, actually looking at this, I think he's, yeah, just put him out of his way. Is this going to be one, or is it going to be a little tiny bit of cleanup? Yeah, tiny bit of cleanup. He's going to manage most of that. That's almost a proper full. What we're going to do is we're going to go down to the other ends. Oh, that's terrible. That really is terrible. It makes no sense on why that would do that. Still, game mechanics are a canny beast. Certainly not completely realistic, although I have got to say hats off to Giants for that one thing that I do think they did reasonably well. Game mechanics are a step in the right direction. Real physics are very difficult to implement, and I've got to give Giants a due that they have definitely done a cracking job of attempting to put physics, real physics, into a game, which is not an easy thing to do. So there's one little tiny patch. Fantastic. So there's that one tiny bit of that it missed at the top ends to grab now. So, which is almost that. Not quite quite see it. Oh, right. So it looks like to me, from what fuel usage, that we could, on these 3 fields, probably do this about 4 or 5 years before we run out of fuel. Not, of course, that I'm going to do that. That's why we have fuel, why we bought it. The other thing I could have done was put those diesel barrels. I actually like those. They're quite good. I've used those on a couple of my Let's Plays. I think they're quite amazing, really. Because, of course, you can also move them around, take them to vehicles if you do what I frequently do, and that's to run out of fuel. Seems to be a party trick that I've got since 17 litres, is that it? Yeah, something I don't think I may have done it once. I said in editing on one of the episodes that I didn't think I'd ever run out of fuel on FS19. I have a sneaky suspicion I did once on Lone Oak. I seem to recall at the back of my mind that I did. Yeah. Well, this has been a productive session. We need to buy a mulcher, but we need to sell stuff first, so we should be probably doing most of our field work in the back end where we can afford to buy a mulcher. Right. Let's grab the set destination. We want to just pull it on our road there. And we shall take the top liner. Double trouble. Right, let's use the lower one. We shall clean this up, fuel it up, get to good habits so that it's always ready to hit the road running next year. The trailer header is somewhere down here, isn't it? Sure it is. I'm a big fan. To be honest, we don't really need it at present, but be good. Just, I'm sure it's down here. Okay. Intriguing. Well, for now we'll forget about it. We'll drag it back to the tractor. He's probably bumped into some wood. He's trying to go through a tree. Of course he is. Toolbox. $7. I would have thought that was fairly realistic for a year's thing, especially on a brand new harvester. I can't imagine, unless you hit a few logs, that it'd seriously do an awful lot of damage. Right. Grab the, yeah, I hate to think what the, oh my life, yeah, definitely needs a clean. Yes, I'm not sure what the New Holland, where he would have left it. I suspect he's crashed it into a tree. I'm just hoping he's not wrapped it around a tree. Looks almost as good as new again. Which really is nearly as good as new. It's only done 3 fields. It has... Does it tell you how many hours running time it's got? Not here, it doesn't, does it? Right, let's put this back. Let's just stick this in the main one over here. I like that. Pride of place. I think it's straightforward. Now, can it get through those with its header? I would have thought just as well. Yeah. Right. I'll do me for now. Let's drop the header down though, so I'm not sure, not been a farmer, whether that would seriously do some damage to that. Right, let's grab the... Where on earth? Where's the New Holland? Oh my life. What on earth did it... It must have taken the roads. Okay. Well, all my life. Yeah, ridiculous. I'm not enjoying this. I might... Yeah. Seriously might sell the Welger. It's so annoying, this particular thing. We've now got the right... Ah, there it is. We left it near the first field. Oh, this is ridiculous. It is. It's like the Flegel bale trailers, those had that horrible habit of floating, so I stopped using that. Well, it's the straps that does it, or did. I'm not sure if it still does it, or whether it's been... I have noticed it's had a couple of updates, so maybe that's been fixed, but... yeah, I've never seen this before on the Welga. I really haven't. I've used it before a little, and I've never known it to do this, but that's with both tractors. And this is a base game tractor, so it's nothing to do with being modded or... Let's have a quick look. What would we get for this? Because it is new trailers. If we took it to the shop, that's not actually worth a bad idea to do, and actually would help us as well. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I am. It's okay to take back. Let's quickly do this. Get this job done. Let's drop the weight. Actually, I think that's the bucket. That's the weight. Let's drop that. Let's drop the front loader. Oh, I was on it. Let's stick that just by the toolbox. Still under the canopy. Right, let's grab this, take it up to the thing, sell it. Say we've got the rush, not for any other reason that it's going to also assist us in what I was talking about. We can get the mulcher, which is also a mower. Oh my life, let's not drag half a tree with us though. Yeah, I mean that's going to bring in quite a lot of money. Drop that in this rush. Do this, and then this is wrap up stage now. This is nearly the end of this session. It's been a long one. Done well though. All 3 fields. Oh, that is a point. What was the final tally? 63 tons. Wow. Well impressed. That is brilliant. 63 tons. That is. I was going to say it's at the best price of 950. 63 tons is going to be something like 57,000, which is, yeah, unless there's a great that's the point. I've never seen a great demand. You don't get the writing there's a great demand, do you? Or if you do, I've not noticed it. I used to love that. Oh, concentrate, Mr. Smith, that's terrible. Yeah, we shall grab that, the mulcher stroke mower, which will be very useful. Should leave us about 2,000, but we are really at the point. Oh, yeah, we've got enough seed to replant if we. Oh, it's actually after. Oh no, it isn't. It's before we sell. So yeah, we can easily do that. We may have to. Sorghum is a very. Doesn't take much seed, so we may be doing sorghum once more for the fact that I've really run us very low. But I think the mulcher is the last tool of the set that we need to completely do our fields. It's the only thing that I thought I've forgotten. Obviously baling and stuff like that is another matter, but yeah, that's a worry for another year. Yeah, we've got the rice 23 ton trailer now, so yeah. It's. Oh, I've got an indicator on. Yeah, it is only for the fact that it's been awkward. It's not for any other reason. I would have kept it. I did actually like the idea of having 31 tons rather than 23, but it's too awkward. It's skidding all over the place with both tractors as well. Once it's full, it's weird because I have never known that before with a Welga. But hey ho, it is what it is. Right. Yeah, wow, nearly 11,000. We will indeed, definitely. Snap your hand off for that. And we're going to go and grab another one. Another thing. Sorry, so we're not buying another train. That's not at all what I want. Let's not run this lady over. Right, So we want mowers, because it is a mower really, but it mulches. Black sheep mod in, absolutely amazing mod. And we're going to actually buy it as a mulch, yes, even though it's still a... Let's buy that. Fantastic. Let's take that down to the farm. In fact, no, we're going to leave it up here because this has been a long session, it really has. Excellent. So next time we'll take that down and we can start to mulch our fields. It's a good place to be, and then we can do all the other bits and bobs, getting it ready for, I think it's, that's one thing we're just going to check. Let's just check. I believe, yeah, planting back in September. Yeah, that is definitely true. Right, yeah, spot on. So we've got, obviously there's no money coming in there, that's what I'm saying. How much money have we got? 3,170. So we could do a top up of, we have got some, we're not going to need to lime now because we've already limed. So we have got some, quite a lot of fertiliser. I should say we should probably be able to maybe double fertilise. If not though, we can probably fertilise after we've sold the second fertilisation, after we've sold our crop, because it's the crop that's going to bring in all of the money, and it is going to bring in quite a goodly amount, as I said. Then we should reseed if we can. I'd like to try oats. If we can't, oats uses more seed, then I'm going to go sorghum, which is very seed friendly. It is. So yeah, we'll try that. I'd like to try oats. I want to see pound for pound on the same fields how much we get of all of the different crops. I'd like to try going through them all quite well to see actually pound for pound in this game, because I know in FS19 it was pretty much of a muchness. If you did wheat and you sold your straw, because of the yield that wheat gave you, obviously it's very intensive because you were forever running backwards and forwards, but nevertheless when you sold it all, even though it was a lower crop, the yield actually compensated, which I think it was designed for that. I'm not sure FS22 is, so I need to build up a set of how things work on this, basically. Right, anyway, enough waffling from me. That's where we're going to leave it now. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're going to continue on this journey with me. I'm really actually thoroughly enjoying this. It's been a cracking first year, nearly up, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.